angle N because it's 90 degrees perpendicular line we have drawn. So angle N is equals to angle N. And we know that triangle ABC and triangle PQR are similar triangles. So the corresponding angles are equal. So we can take angle B is equals to angle Q. Angle B is equals to angle Q. So both the angles are equal. Using AA similarity, when two corresponding angles are equal, then we can say that the two triangles are similar. So therefore we can say that triangle ABM is similar to triangle PQN. ABM and triangle PQR are similar to each other. So similar we have written. So if these are similar, then we can say the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Let's take the corresponding sides of triangle ABN and triangle ABM and triangle PQN. ABM and PQN corresponding sides will take. So that are AB by PQ is equals to AM by BN, AM by BN. So let's take this one as first equation. So let's take this one as 1 and this one as 2. So we got one of the equation before. Let's take that. So this is BC into AM by QR into BN we got. So after cancellation of 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. So we continue here. So then let's take the triangle ABC and triangle PQR again. So from the first and the second, so it's given that triangle ABC and triangle PQR are similar. So triangle ABC similar to triangle PQR. So when these are similar, their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. So let's take their corresponding sides. AB by PQ is equals to BC by QR is equals to CA by PR. So from this, let's take the first equation. Area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQR is equals to BC by QR into BC by QR into AM by BN. We got from the first equation. This we got from the first equation. This is triangle ABC and triangle PQR are similar. So the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. We have taken AB, PQ, AB by PQ, BC by QR, AC by PR, corresponding sides equally we have taken. So this we got from the first equation. First equation, area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQR is equals to BC by QR into AM by BN. So we know that here BC by QR, the place of BC by QR, we can take AB by PQ because BC by QR is equals to AB by PQ. So let's write this AB by PQ into AM by PN. We know AM by PN and AM by PN is equals to AB by PQ. So AM by PN is equals to AB by PQ. So the place of AM by PN, write AB by PQ, AB by PQ. So let's multiply this both. So we get AB square divided by PQ square. So ratio of these two triangles is equals to area of this. Ratio of these two triangles is equals to the squares of the corresponding sides. So to get other sides, let's take this BC place. Let's write this BC the same as it is, and A by PN place we can take BC by QR because A by PN is equals to AB by PQ. AB by PQ is equals to BC by QR. So this we'll write the same as it is, and this place A by PN place will take BC by QR, then we get BC by QR. So BC square by QR square we get. So how to get the third one is, so BC by a triangle ABC by triangle PQR, BC by QR is CA by PR. So in this place we'll write C by CA by QR. A by PN is equals to AB by PQ. AB by PQ means CA by QR. So we get CA by QR into CA by PR into CA by PR. So when we multiply this whole, we get CA squared by PR squared. So in this manner, we'll get this order equal. So area of these two similar triangles, the ratio of areas of these two similar triangles is equals to the ratio of their corresponding sides, the ratio of the squares of these corresponding sides. So this is a theorem. So let's recall once. It's given triangle ABC and triangle PQ are similar. So we need to find out the area of these ratios is equal to the squares of their corresponding sides. So we have taken triangle ABC and triangle PQ are two triangles. We constructed AN perpendicular to BC, PN perpendicular to QR, and this triangle ABC and triangle PQR we have divided. So half into base into height. We have taken the formula of area of a triangle. Half into base into height. BC into AM. So here QR into PN. So cancel, we get BC into AM by QR into PN. So from these parts of these two triangles, triangle ABN, triangle PQN, from these two triangles, angle AB is equals to angle N, angle M is equals to angle N, because either side is also will become 90. So angle B is equals to angle Q. Then using the AA similarity, these two triangles will be similar, triangle ABM, triangle PQN. So from this, what we can observe, the corresponding sides will be equal in these two similar triangles. So triangle ABM, triangle PQN, AB by PQ is equals to AM by PN. So we have taken, so equation 2 we have taken. So triangle ABC and triangle PQ are similar, it's given. So the corresponding sides will be in the same ratio. We have taken ABPQ and BCQR and ACPR, division of this all. So let's take this ABC by PQR, and then we got BC by QR, A by PN. So BC by QR place we can write AB by PQ. So A by PN, A by PN is also AB by PQ. So write this, multiply, we get AB square by PQ square. Similarly, when we do, we get all the squares of these corresponding sides. So this is the proof of this theorem. So let's prove this. This theorem is also called Pythagoras theorem. So in a right-handed triangle, it is given. In a right-handed triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equals to sum of the squares of other two sides of a triangle. Let's take triangle ABC. ABC, the squares of hypotenuse is equals to the sum of the squares of other two sides of a triangle. So to prove, is a right-handed triangle. ABC is a right-handed triangle. So to prove, AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square, and angle B is right angle. Angle B is equals to 90 degrees. So let's construct something. Triangle ABC. First let's draw a picture of right-handed triangle. Here it is 90 degrees. Triangle ABC. ABC, this is right angle. Let's construct a perpendicular line from B to D. BD is a construction. BD perpendicular to AC. We have drawn a perpendicular line from B to D. So BD is perpendicular to AC. BD perpendicular to AC. So in this we can observe This is a part of triangle ADB. Perpendicular line we have drawn, so it is 90 degrees, and this side also we get 90 degrees. From the triangle ADB, triangle ABC, let's consider two triangles, triangle ADB and triangle ABC. These two are similar. Triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC. The reason is we have triangle ABC, one of the angles is 90 degrees. Triangle ADB is also one of the angles 90 degrees. And using the AA similarity, we can say that the two triangles are similar. So we took the two triangles are similar. If the two triangles are similar, then we take the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. So let's take the corresponding sides of it from triangle ABD and triangle ABC. So AD by AB is equals to AB by AC, AB by AC. So in this we can observe there is AB and AB, this is a common. So let's do the cross multiplication of it. So when we do cross multiplication, AB into AB, so we get AB square is equals to AD into AC. First equation let's take. So let's take some of the two triangles and this, that is triangle BDC and triangle ABC. From triangle BDC, triangle ABC, these two triangles are also similar. Why these are similar? Because triangle BDC, one of the angles is 90 degrees, and triangle ABC is also one of the angles 90 degrees, angle B, and angle C is common for both the triangles. Common, so two angles are equal. So we say the two triangles are similar to each other. Triangle BDC is similar to triangle ABC. So triangle BDC and triangle ABC are similar to each other. So now they're similar, then we see the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. So let's take the corresponding sides of triangle BDC and triangle ABC. BD by CD by BC, CD by BC is equals to BC by AC. So we can observe here their BC and BC is common. So let's do the cross multiplication of it. So we get BC square is equals to CD into AC, CD into AC. Let's write this equation as 2. Second equation. So from the first and second equation, AB square and BC square. So add these two equations, then we can get AB square plus BC square. By adding first and second equations, 2 and 1 and 2. First equation is this, and second equation is that AB square, left hand side, AB square plus BC square is equals to right hand side is AD into AC, AD into AC plus CD into AC. So in this we can observe there are two sides AC and AC common. So AB square is plus BC square is equals to AC is common in this both. Let's write AC in common. So after taking AC in common, we get AD and CD. So let's write this AD plus CD. So but AD plus CD, let's observe the picture, this diagram. AD plus CD, AD plus CD is nothing but AC. So we can write the place of AD plus CD, we can write AC. So there is one more AC here. So multiplication. So AB square plus BC square, AB square plus BC square is equals to AC into AC is AC square. So So AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. The square of hypotenuse, AC is the hypotenuse, angle B is the right angle, and AC is hypotenuse. The square of hypotenuse is equals to sum of the squares of the two sides of a triangle. This is a Pythagoras theorem. ABCD is a trapezium with AB parallel to CD. E and F are the points on non-parallel sides of AD and BC respectively. So such that EF is parallel to AB. Show that AE by ED is equals to BF by FC. Let's recall again. ABCD is a trapezium. ABCD, it's a trapezium, and E and F are the points on non-parallel sides of AD and BC respectively. So E and F are on the sides of AD and BC, non-parallel sides. These two are non-parallel sides. So this is E and F respectively. So this is C. So E and F are on non-parallel sides of trapezium. So EF is parallel to AB. It's joined. EF is parallel to AB. EF is parallel to AB. And also we have AB parallel to CD. That means EF is parallel to CD also. EF is parallel to CD. EF is parallel to AB. So all are parallel to each other. So what is given here? ABCD is a trapezium, and EF is parallel to AB, and we know that AB parallel to CD, AD is parallel to CD. So we can say that EF is also parallel to CD. AF is also parallel to CD. EF is parallel to AB, and EF is parallel to CD also, because they are parallel to each other. This line is parallel to AB, and we know these two AB and CD are parallel. That's the reason EF is parallel to CD also. So let's join one of the construction we'll do. Join C and B. Join D and B. D and B. Let's join these two. So and TP will intersect EF at the point G. So it's intersecting at G. D and B are joined, join D and B, and which intersects EF at G, EF at point G. So let's see from triangle ABD. Let's take from triangle ABD, ADB, ADB or ABD we can take. So from this triangle we know EF is parallel to AB, so we can take EG is also parallel to AB, EG is parallel to AB, EG is parallel to AB. So when this is parallel to each other, we can apply the BPT, basic proportionality theorem, that is AE by ED is equals to BG by GD. So let's write that AE by ED is equals to BG by GD. It's a BPT, basic proportionality theorem. So let's write AE by ED is equals to BG by GD. This first, from the first one, one of the triangle we have taken from this PPT is one of the equation we got. So let's take the triangle BDC. From triangle BDC, we know GF is parallel to CD. So because EF is parallel to CD, EF is parallel to CD. So GF is also parallel to CD. So GF or FG is parallel to CD. So when this is parallel to each other, we know the PPT. Let us use the PPT. So BG by GD is equals to BF by FC. So BF by FC is equals to BF by FC is equals to BG by GD. BG by GD. So how we got this? Let's recall. From triangle BDC, EF is parallel to CD. So GF is also parallel to CD. So we can use the PPT. So that is BF by FC is equals to BG by GD from this triangle BDC. So let's try. We have written. So from 1 and 2, from the equation 1 and 2, we can observe the right hand side parts are equal. BG by GD. Let's observe these two. First equation, second equation. BG by GD and BG by GD, these both are equal. So we can equate the left hand side part also. So AE by ED is equals to BF by FC. So this is only we need to prove. So let's recall again. So we got one of the trapezium ABCD with AB is parallel to CD and EF and F are the non-parallel sides. One of the 2 points on the non-parallel sides of AD and BC respectively. So after that, what we have done, we have joined BD and which intersects EF at G. So we can take any one of the name. We have taken G. So it's intersecting at G. So after that, we took two triangles ABD and BDC separately. When ABD is taken, then we use the PPT. AE by ED is equals to BG by GD. So next triangle BDC, also we use the BPT, that is BF by FC is equals to BG by GD. So second equation. So first and second equation, we can observe the right hand side parts are equal. So we can say that left hand side parts are also equal. So left hand side parts are AE by ED is equals to BF by FC. So this is a problem. Let's go to the next one.